What's up, everyone? I'm uThermal, and today we're going to be starting a new mini-series of challenges. For a long time, I've been reading your suggestions in the comments, and sometimes those suggestions fall out of my usual rhythm of either doing really big challenges or doing like a full X2GM series. Stuff like winning without making a supply depot, things like that, right? So today, we're going to begin by making a couple of episodes doing just those. First one is going to be the Noah's Ark challenge. I have to and can only make 2 of each unit. Let's begin. Our opponent is going to be Wombat, a 4-8 Grandmaster Protoss. Now, initially, when I read suggestions about the Noah's Ark challenge, I think most of the people suggested that I need to make 2 of each unit, or sometimes even 1. And then after I complete that, I can start making whatever I want. I do kind of like the idea of just trying to win without that last part, though. Like, really just trying to make 2 of each unit and seeing how I can make it work. Now, this is going to be, I'm just going to say, guys, this might be the hardest challenge for me to execute. Not necessarily because of difficulty. The camera's there. Every time I'm with the camera, I mess that up. Not necessarily because of difficulty, but I definitely think I'm gonna make a unit too many once or something like that, you know, because it's StarCraft 2 is a lot of muscle memory, and it's gonna be really hard for me, you know, to actually just make exactly 2 of each unit, especially when I don't know how many units there are to build. I want to guess it's probably about 15 or so. I need to make 15 units exactly, or 50 unit types times 2, and I didn't even know how I'm gonna keep track of that, but I guess we'll see. Now, the most logical thing would, I suppose, be to start with 2 Reapers. I don't want to make it too confusing by making like 1 Reaper and then 1 Marauder and then 2 Siege Tanks and then 1 Marine and then 1 Marauder. You know, it gets a little much. So maybe I should just make everything in somewhat of a sensible order. I guess 2 Reapers first would be nice. Maybe after that I could make something that allows me for a little bit of aggression, like 2 Cyclones or 2 Hellions or so. I haven't really thought about rebuilding the units once you lose them, but I guess to complete the challenge I would have to rebuild them as soon as I lose the unit, right? Or maybe not as soon as, but just have it as a goal in mind. I mean, this is not going to be like a super strict challenge where I can only win the game once I have 2 of each unit. No, that is just my game style. That is my ideal plan. But if I somehow kill my opponent before that, or I die before that, or whatever, obviously in that case I can't help it. It's still going to be fine with me. Now, 2 Reapers are going to start. I'm not quite sure what I want to make after it yet. I think Marines would make the most sense, actually. I said Cyclones, but the factory is not going to be finished in time for that. I could totally go for a bit of a bunker. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for a bunker. I think this is going to be a good distraction. At least since I'm going to be distracted with my own build, I think it makes sense if I distract my opponent as well with something annoying, right? Oh, it looks like he was going to make a battery right away. I kind of like that for us, actually, because it's not like this is really going to do too much damage anyway, typically. So that's perfectly fine. There we go. There's the battery. Could definitely, you know, spot that pretty easily by the probe movement. Oh, you went for a sentry first. Oh, that is pretty crazy. I like how he's trying. I'm just going to damage the sentry for free. Like, I like how he attacked me. It kind of looked like he was gonna... Oh, wait, can I think I might be able to dive that, actually. Can I get him with the SCV? Before the bat... Why is he running away from the battery? You're crazy, my friend. Go towards the battery. Wait, he has another one? Why is that there? Oh, my goodness. All right, so I got 2 Reapers on the floor. I'm gonna make my 2nd Marine now. I did boost my SCV, I hope. Yeah, that was an SCV. Wait... Okay, no, I was going to say, that's actually surprising, but I was just confusing. For some reason, him using that energy felt like he was using the battery energy. I can't really explain it any other way. So when I saw... Oh, wait, he used the battery overcharge, even though I wasn't going to continue with that anyway. The salvage, I think, continued. He's going to go for a Twilight Council after this. Wait, what? Yeah, Marauders and Ghost are next for the barracks. I don't really think I want to make either of them yet. I'm just going to make a tech lab already. And this is going to get really freaking weird when I end up having, you know, Cyclone, Marauder, Tank, Medevac, like in like 5 minutes, you know, like the weirdest early game composition of all time. Now, I do feel pretty decent about that start, I have to say. Like, I actually felt pretty decent about it. He made 2 batteries against a very innocent bunker rush. Didn't even go for double gas or anything like that. He used the battery overcharge as well. The sentry, for some reason in my mind, he made a mistake, but he didn't. That was just... He almost lost it. I guess that's what his mistake was. But besides that, there wasn't really any mistake there. Now, I'm getting so confused. I think I should probably make more gases so I can actually afford this stuff. That is my 2nd Cyclone. I think I'm going to make 2 Hellions behind it. And then maybe I'll get a tech lab, actually. So I still need to make one medevac, right? God, this is going to be such a weird freaking composition. I guess I'll get... Wait, does it make sense to get stim? I don't think it does, because I'm not allowed to make that many stimmable units. Like, quite literally 4, right? 2 Marines and 2 Marauders. So I guess getting stim is not very meaningful. I think even getting combat shield is not going to be very meaningful. I think it would be way smarter for me to just get concussive shells and that's it, right? So I'm going to make my 2 Hellions. I'm making my 2nd Marauder as well. I guess suppose I'll go for the Ghost Academy. Now, if he scouts my base and he understands what I'm doing, I would be very surprised. If he has any idea what's going... Oh, no, my cycle is bugged. You guys saw that? It just refused to shoot. I thought that was something that would have been fixed by now. I saw some Reddit threads about that ages ago. My cycle just refused to shoot, and I have no idea why, because I don't even think it shot before. I always thought it was a bug with it shooting before, and then, yeah, whatever. Okay, so I suppose I should probably make an extra factory. I know it sounds a little weird because I'm only allowed to make 1 unit, but the factory does have 6 units, right? I do guess a Hellbat and a Hellion is going to be a different unit for the sake of this challenge. I really wonder what kind of timing attack we could get from this. Like, to me, this just looks like the dumbest thing ever. Like, it really does. Do I make a fusion core now, right? Like, what the hell am I supposed to build? I think if you want to perfect this challenge... Oh, wait, he's going to go for... Dude, he's going to go for 4-gate blink, and I'm going to have to defend him with this. Okay, this is going to be funny. I guess it's now time for me to get a tech lab on the factory. God, this composition is actually the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This makes absolutely 0 sense. It does suck that people are still so addicted to playing 4-gate blink, because it's going to be super difficult to beat that with any challenge. Let's get a big EMP. There we go. Actually, a really big EMP. He's going to try to snipe my Ravens. And that was a pretty decent initial trade. I'm going to get a tech lab on that one as well. Now, at some point, I'll rebuild the units that I've lost, but for now, I think it would be too complicated to do that. So I'm just going to focus on making new units, and at some point when, you know, hopefully this game calms down, at some point we will be able to rebuild the units that we have lost. So from the barracks, I'm not allowed to build anything, I guess. No, I actually still have every single barracks unit. I guess I can remake... wait, what did I even lose? I lost something, but I don't know what it is, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Get another really fat EMP. That's very nice. Yo, the EMP is actually helping pretty well against these units, I have to say. He keeps having to run away. Okay, so there's my first tank. My supply is also surprisingly high, don't you guys think? Oh, I could use an engineering bay. Dude, for some reason, I have all these tech buildings. Like, it's an armory and a ghost academy super early. And it felt like... I would have had an engineering bay there already, but I didn't. Oh, I'm making 1 tank too many. I guess it's time for me to go for the double Thor. Man, this is actually getting incredibly confusing for me right now. I don't have another EMP, sadly. He is trying to fly away with the prism at the best timing possible for me, so I kind of dig that. It does suck for me how fast the shield on those stalkers were charged, because those are already pretty much fully charged again. Or fully healed up, I guess I should say. Now I'm going to use my 2 Vikings to block that Warp Prism. I'm making 2 Thors right now. I guess going for a fusion core would make sense. I can also start making... Yeah, I'll work on Banshees for now. I think that would be smart to do. And a couple turrets out here. I hope I'm still on track. Our opponent has Colossus. Dude, this is going to be the hardest army of all time to control. I think without exaggeration, because you know, like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all these freaking units? Let's get a nice EMP there. Maybe I can chase him in some way. Don't think so, no. I have 2 Marauders that are going to be pretty good on the chase, but besides that, I don't really know. Okay, so now I'm going to go for 2 Hellbats, and that should round out my factory stuff. Besides the units that I've lost, which I believe is 1 Cyclone at least. 1 Cyclone and 1 Hellion looks like, so I guess I'll just queue those up already. Gonna make another Banshee from this, and then I will go for the double battlecruiser. I also still have 1 medevac left to build, as well as 2 Liberators. Oh, I actually forgot about the Liberator there for a second. Okay, I think I need to move my tank a little bit closer. Yeah, I knew he was going to target the Cyclone, but I failed. I'll just try to queue it again instantly. Let's see. My supply is looking good, but look at my money, by the way. Like, I have no idea how to spend that, because I'm not allowed to make any more of the stuff that I normally build. I guess I might as well get Cloak and the Interference Magics at this point. Let's see, what does our opponent have? He has +1 attack and a couple Zealot. Wait, did I see another tank? No, I didn't. Okay. I guess every time I lose a unit at this point, I can just rebuild it instantly. I think that was a pretty good blink by him. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of those YOLO moves, but in this case, I think it worked out pretty well. I guess I'll go for the double battlecruiser now. I do have the double Banshee already. Wait, I thought I made this. Oh, did I lose the entire wall already? Didn't think I was going to lose the entire wall that fast. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna lose a Reaper, so I'll queue it again instantly, and a Ghost. Like, I'm really trying my best to stay on top of this. I wonder if you guys have spotted a mistake already. So far, I haven't spotted a mistake that I've made, like a unit that I'm not supposed to build, but who knows, right? I kind of want to wait until I'm maxed to go for a timing attack here. Let's see, what does he have? He doesn't have that many probes. He's gonna make a couple of High Templars, which could mean a bunch of things. I thought I tried to make that sensor tower like multiple times already, so I'm kind of surprised that that is still going. Do we have another unit from here? I don't think so. It's just a Liberator and one medevac that I still need to build, right? And then we're already there. I didn't even realize how much we were going to be like capped in terms of supply. I also haven't made any upgrades. I guess I might as well start that now. I'm actually, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed by how low the money still is for the challenge, right? Because my army composition is so stupid. But I feel like the money has been relatively low. I know it definitely hasn't been perfect, but it has been relatively low. Let's see. Oh, that was actually just one Stalker. I wonder how you would define the playstyle that I'm doing from his POV. Because it kind of looks like a really weird mech kind of thing, right? At least that's what I think it looks like. Okay, the initial part of this fight is going to go pretty well for me. Need to make sure I don't... let's see, let's get a big EMP. Don't die to the one disruptor shot. Gonna send a couple zealots in here, which is a very logical move. Try to keep a couple big units over here so I don't move everything away. I would expect him to move in now as soon as he sees these units. For now, it looks like he's just chilling and using the using these disruptors from a range. Now, the sad part for me is that I still... Oh, thank goodness I had those turrets in position. The sad part for me is that I don't know what I can rebuild now. Like, that is a very hard part of this. I guess I didn't actually get Yamato. That's a sizable mistake here for sure. I think he's gonna use the thing now. I don't even have that many, like... targetable units for the disruptor, I guess. You know what? I'm just gonna go all out on this. Oh, he actually has a big warp in it to the main. Yeah, this is so freaking difficult, guys. This really is incredibly difficult. I still have my big units. Guess it's time for me to rebuild some of the smaller ones. Hopefully, I didn't make a duplicate yet. It's very possible that I do have. I also think it would have been... Can you please die? Okay, there we go. I wonder how he got in. Probably just flew over here. Did lose my engineering bay right now. Kind of surprised he didn't attack me at the front yet. Like, I kind of expected him to kill this base entirely already, but for some reason, he hasn't quite yet. Maybe I should make even an extra production facility for each, you know, individual production facility, I guess, so I can remax a little faster. Guess I could get Liberator. Yeah, Liberator range is pretty nice, so he's gonna attack this now. Kind of surprising that he decided to attack there, I have to say. But at this point, like, my opponent is maxed, and I can't max out unless I make just that many SCVs, right? That's the thing. Like, I quite literally can't max out. Okay, so he's gonna hit both the Thors. Sadly, you cannot dodge disruptor shots with Thors, really. So I got my couple tanks out. Those should get one hit. Yeah, just one hit. Not the greatest thing ever, but also not that bad. I still have one tank alive. Let's get the other Liberator back up. And then I suppose I'll start rebuilding the Hellbats, the Hellions, the Widowmines, and the Cyclones. God, this is so stupid. Oh, that is not my favorite Blink for sure. Like, he's actually gonna lose a good amount of his Stalkers. And keep in mind, I really don't have that many disruptorable units here. Like, I don't have that much disruptorable stuff. So I'm not sure it matters that much that he, you know, kills the unit that counter the disruptors, like the Liberators and tanks, I suppose. So I'm gonna remake a battlecruiser as well. I'm gonna get some reactors on these. It is pretty interesting to see, by the way. This is something that a lot of viewers in particular... Oh, I didn't have my engineering bay ready yet. Oh, I guess oh no, I tried to build it with an SCV that died. Okay, that's actually a little bit unfortunate. But when you're watching a game, like if you were watching this game from, you know, let's say... Oh, I have one too many ghosts. I just realized that during the fight. Or two too many ghosts. No, it's one too many, right? Yeah, I think it's one. I can't believe I was trying to figure that out during that freaking sequence. Okay, I'm gonna go across with these Banshees. But like this game, it looks like I'm getting absolutely outclassed. Like my opponent's like 2,000 MMR better than me. But there are just certain situations in games where you just can't really do a whole lot. I'm gonna lose this one as well. Like at this point, I just don't have enough units to split, unfortunately. Hope my Hellbat can take care of that. Let's see, does he have a cannon? He does have a cannon there, unfortunately. My opponent has been so rich this entire game that we haven't really managed to, you know, even like put a dent in his economy and his army, I suppose. Not really gonna hit anything with those, luckily for me. Yeah, he does have cannons everywhere. I think my opponent was probably legendarily confused, but he recalled for that? Why did he recall for that? It's just two Banshees without speed of all things, right? Like, these guys don't even have speed. Guess I'm gonna try to retake that base now. I mean, if he's gonna give me the chance, even as a fusion core, like, this guy went all out in the macro. Okay, so I'm gonna lose these Banshees, and then I'll just rebuild them instantly. I guess I'm gonna retake the Vikings as well. I should have a battlecruiser on the way, I believe. Let's see. Can I make one more ghost? I think it's one ghost. Oh, I did have my barracks hotkey the wrong way, and then I'll get the rest of the stuff as well. This command center should finish at some point, so I will be able to use that. I mean, if I get my tanks in a decent position, I should be able to survive for a decent while. My opponent here, at this point, he clearly thinks that this is some kind of mass battlecruiser play, which is the right thing to think. I mean, that is what it looks like, to be honest. So I suppose I'll just try and counterattack with this bad boy. He might try to attack through the middle. Exactly. I'm definitely missing a couple units, but it's kind of hard to say which ones. I'm definitely missing the Cyclones, probably the Hellions and the Hellbats as well. Let's get a big EMP there if I can. Oh, that was actually a very big EMP. I bet you is definitely surprised to see a freaking Reaper coming out. I'm gonna teleport that battlecruiser across just to be as annoying as possible. Like, I can rebuild it anyway, right? That's the thing. This store, you are allowed to do something here. I hope the battery. Yeah, exactly. The battery's not in range. I thought it was in range there for a second. That would have been a little bit annoying. Yeah, Thors are not the best against Zealots, but sadly I have to do with what I have, guys. Like, there's not that much else I can do, right? Let's see. I have 2 Banshees alive again. Wait. Huh? I'm so confused. Didn't I just scan there and see nothing? Okay, that must have been very confusing for you guys. I probably looked away at like the exact wrong moment here. He's gonna try to get through with Stalkers, and that is going to be it. The Noah's Ark challenge is not going to be a success, but I tried my best, and from this game, it's very clear that it's not gonna work unless... Oh, there's the camera once again. Unless I do a really good cheese. Like, I think I could totally do a cheese, right? But that is not the point for me. I did get 2 of every unit out. I'm pretty sure I also made that second medevac at some point. But if you look at my opponent's economy, do like a little bit of analysis, you can tell what the situation of the game was. Now, I was ahead in supply, but it should... Look at my army here. That is so cool. 2 Ravens, 2 Ghosts, 2 Marine, blah, 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 blah. That is actually freaking awesome. Very happy with this game, and that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.